What's up YouTube, Oliver from Tech TV here. In today's video I am going to be doing my review of the Huawei Ascend Mate. This is a 6.1 inch display smartphone. As you can see, it is a very large smartphone, almost a little bit too big to be honest to be a smartphone, but let's have a look at some of the specifications first. So basically this is a 6.1 inch display here, and it's actually the second largest display on a smartphone, with the largest being the Samsung Galaxy Mega, which has got a 6.3 inch display. And I have actually found while using this that it's almost a little bit too big to fit in my pocket, but I'll talk about that a little bit later on in the video. So it's basically the device, the height of the device, it's 163.5 millimeters, it's 85.7 millimeters wide, the depth is 9.9 millimeters, and the weight, it's about 198 grams. It's not too heavy, it's actually quite light for the size of it. And as you can see, it's very thin. You've got your two volume buttons here, your volume up and down, and your sleep and wake button here. On the top here you've got a 3.5mm headphone jack. You've also got your SIM card slot. On the left hand side you've got your slot for your micro SD card. These don't actually come with any micro SD cards, so that's just one thing worth noting. You do get about 8GB of internal storage space though, so it's quite good, but you might want to expand that with an SD card. And on the bottom of the device there is a small microphone there, and also the micro USB for charging and syncing with the computer. Okay, on the back of the device you can see that there's a camera and a flash. That's an 8-megapixel autofocus rear facing camera. You can also see you've got the Huawei brand in here. It does have quite a, as you can see, it kind of attracts fingerprints, but it is quite a soft feel to the back. It just feels plastic, it's not rubbery, and it doesn't feel like metal. It just feels plasticky, but it doesn't feel cheap. And also on the front, up at the top here, there is also another camera, and that is a 1-megapixel HD front-facing camera. So let's actually unlock the device and have a look at the software. I just set up a random pattern on here. So as you can see, we are presented with it's running Android 4.3, and it's not obviously the stock version of Android. This is a skinned version of Android. I must say I do actually like it. It's got quite a nice user-friendly interface, and the icons and things are quite nice. And as you can see, just like you would expect in Android, you've got your multiple home screens and things like that. And there's no, whereas in stock Android you can press an icon, it brings you onto a home screen. You just literally have to flick around your screens here. You can create little folders and things, but there's no separate menu for a home screen or anything like that. But it is very nice. And this is the actual, obviously the display itself. It's a 6.1 inch display, which is a 1280 by 720 HD display. So it's not full HD, it's 720p HD, but it's still a good display. Very sharp. You know, the text on things looks amazing on here. You won't really be able to get, you know, it won't give it justice on camera. It's quite difficult to see unless you're actually holding the device. But it is very light to hold. And like I say, the software, I'm not going to go into too much details. It's pretty much what you would expect from an Android smartphone, just a slightly skinned version. You do get a few pre-installed apps. For example, in tools here you've got things like whether your flashlight calculator. These are all things that are pre-installed. I haven't installed anything within that folder. You've also got device management, so things like downloads, app installer. For example, if you've got an app on an SD card that you put in, where you can install it through there. Google Apps, pretty much the same on every Android phone, just the standard Google Apps you've got there. And social networking, which I quite like, it actually comes pre-installed with the Facebook and Twitter apps, which is quite a nice feature because not many smartphones do, and that is helpful because they're one of the first, well, they are some of the first apps I download when I set up a new smartphone. So it's quite nice that they pre-install that. And then basically you've got other things on there, and you can rearrange these sort of widgets and things, but these weather apps and the clock and that kind of thing, this is how it comes when you switch it on for the first time. Pretty much just looks like this. And then I've got sort of emails and things on that page, so that's why I don't want to show you that. So basically, there isn't a lot to talk about regarding the operating system. It's pretty much Android, a little slightly skinned version of Android, but I do actually like it. So there you go, that's the actual operating system itself. And like I say, the phone overall does feel very light in the hand, but like I was saying before, this is almost too big to be a smartphone, because one thing that I found when I was using this is that it just doesn't fit in your pocket very well. It's just asking to be stolen. The top, I would say, the top part of it, about that much of it there, sticks out your pocket when you try and fit this in, or at least it did with my pocket. Obviously, depending on what trousers you're wearing or what pocket you put it in, it's going to be different size. But it's not what you would expect a smartphone to be. It's just a little bit too big. I mean, I think the Samsung Galaxy Note's probably the biggest you could say a smartphone. I mean, technically it's more of a phablet than a smartphone. However, it's still, if like me you do a lot of emails, because obviously for my YouTube channel and things I'm constantly in contact with different companies, it's very handy having the large display for doing a lot of typing and browsing the internet. But it is the kind of thing you'd probably have to carry around in a bag, and then you think, well, if I'm going to carry this around in a bag, I might as well carry a tablet around with me. But it's just personal choice. For me, I still like to stick with my iPhone, but there you go, that's my review on it. And I do think, and one thing I must mention, Vodafone sent me this to review, and I think Vodafone are the only UK network that actually have this device, as far as I'm aware. I did check before I made this video, and I could only find it on their network. And the price is very, very reasonable. Obviously, the prices change all the time, but as of pretty much filming this video, you can get these on contract. You can pay, I think they pretty much just reduced the prices about £17 a month, and you only have to pay about £30 up front for the device, and that's on a 24-month contract. So that's worth, considering the very low price for the kind of phone that it is, and very good device. And basically for that price, what you get is it's got a 2GB RAM, 3GB ROM. It does actually have a built-in gyro. It's got Wi-Fi 802.11. A, B, G, N dual band, and Bluetooth 4.0. The battery on this, has got a good battery. The standby time's up to 9 days, and it's a 4050 milliamp hour battery on average, and it is a good battery. Since I've got it, I only had to charge it when I took it out of the box because there wasn't much charge left on it. With it being a review model, someone had used it before me, so as a result I did have to charge it up. However, since I charged it up, it's lasted me quite a while. I mean, I've been using it on and off all week, so it has been lasting quite well, and the charge hasn't run down that much. So I'm quite impressed with the battery life on this thing, considering the size of the screen and that kind of thing. Obviously the fact that the device is larger means it can have a larger battery as well. So yeah, overall I do like the device. I definitely think it's something worth considering, and it depends on the size of it. For me, the thing that puts me off is basically it's just a little bit on the big side, and I just think it's just not convenient to carry around. But apart from that, I do like it, and if you're someone that would benefit from having that larger screen, having that as a phablet more than a smartphone, then I would definitely recommend it. One of the things, it's just a phenomenal price for the kind of spec that you're getting. But there you go. Anyway, thanks for watching this review, and I'd just like to say a great big thanks to Vodafone for sending this out to me to review. Really appreciate that, and I hope you enjoyed it. So don't forget to subscribe for more videos like this coming your way very soon. Leave a comment if you have any questions, and please thumbs up this video if you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.